Hello everybody, welcome back to the Bang No Board Variety channel. In today's video we're going to be doing the next nickel coin roll hunt. Now in the last recap or additions to the collection video I said I was going to be doing nickels and quarters, but the bank branch I went to the other day to get this is all I could spare was a box of nickels, so we only have the nickels today. But that isn't really too disappointing because, as you can tell by the thumbnail, like the third roll in is a Buffalo nickel ender. It's the first time I've had that, so I'm hoping that'll heat this box up. As you can see, that is in there. So we're gonna hopefully when we get to the third roll we'll find out what that is. Get all the albums out ready to go. Hopefully some stuff getting added to that today. But with that being said, all we got is nickels today, just one box. So we're gonna get into that and start with the first roll. Here we are in the first roll, and I'm not going to show every single one of these, but these are just the first two old ones. We have the 1941 fill, the 1947 fill. Now I'm not going to show any of the 40s or 50s ones that we find. I'll just catalog them all at the end of the hunt, because to me they're not that interesting unless they're one that I need for the album, or they're a key date or an error or something like that. We'll be showcasing anything but those. But I just want to bring you in for the first two in the first roll to showcase that. So here's that Buffalo nickel from roll 3. It's clearly a 1920 Philadelphia with no mint mark. So common date, about 63 some million minted, but not too bad for an ender. So 1920 Philadelphia. Next roll, roll 4. We have another Buffalo nickel, heavily worn with a Denver mint mark, as you can see there. So I'm getting excited, maybe what it is. Hopefully we're not going to have to nicodate it. Take a closer look at that and then I'll get back to you. So unfortunately I did have to nicodate it, but it is a 1917 Denver, which is a lower mintage. I think like 9.9 million made. If it wasn't nickodated, somebody could probably pay up to $12 for this coin, but obviously after we nickodated it, might be like $2. But yeah, still a rarer date that I do need for the album. As you can see, if we get it out here, no 1917 Denver. So we have an old Buffalo nickel, harder to find for the album here. So that'll go right there. So looking pretty good so far. We're now 15 rolls in. It's slowed down a little bit. Have like 10 older nickels. So we have in these rolls we had another 1939. We've had two 1939s. Fills 1952 fill, 3 49 Denvers, 149 fill, 2 1958 Denvers, a 1940 fill, 1957 Denver, 1955 Denver, and then one Canadian, 1982. A few replacements, and that's about it for so far. So with that being said, we're going to get back into it. So we're 35 rolls in now, mostly dry except for these. We have a hammered 1946, 1940, other 1940, 1956, 1958 Denver, 1959 Denver, Canadian from 86, 54 Denver, 40 Denver, 59 Denver, 49 Philadelphia, 59 Denver, 57 Denver, 46 Phil, and 56 Denver. So we're going to continue the hunt from there. We're in roll 37, and I found a 1941 San Francisco, which I do need for the album. So about 43.4 million of those made. But a date that I don't have, so we'll take that. And there was also a 1940 Philadelphia in that roll as well. So another addition to the album. Next roll, roll 38, and we have our third Buffalo nickel here, Philadelphia minted. Cannot make a date out. I'll be back with you in a second. So I had to nicodate it, unfortunately. You can't really see it super clear here, but looking at it closely, it is a 1919 Philadelphia, which is about 60.9 million. As you can see, I already have that. My example is nicer with a clear date, so that is going to be replacing, but still another old Buffalo nickel. So that is that. Roll 46, and we found the 1951 Denver, which is another date that is needed for the album, as you can see there. So lower mintage, 20 million, 20.4 million, so we have that. We've also had another 1940 Phil, 1952 Phil, 1951 San Francisco, I think is a semi-key date, 1959 Denver, and 1955 Denver. So we have that. Just 4 more rolls left, and we'll be wrapping this up. So that's going to be it for the box. Here we had 3 Buffalo nickels. We had 40 old Jefferson nickels. 2 were 1939 Ps. 18 were from the 40s. 20 were from the 50s. We had 2 Canadian cents, that 82 and the 86, and 3 additions to the albums. So in those last rolls from the last time I brought you in, we had a 49 Phil, a 40 S, and a 1952 Phil. The 48 Phil, there I found a 48 Phil that's replacing that in the album, and a 53 Phil, which is replacing that in the album. Here we can see we have the 1917 Denver, which is nickedated, but instituted in. I don't know why you can't see the date. Oh, there you go. Yeah. We have that. We have the 41S instituted in, and the 51 Denver instituted in. So as of now, we only have a few more slots to fill. The 1950 Denver, which is the rarest of the rare, 1953S, 45 San Francisco silver, a few more of the silvers. So some key dates and stuff we have left, but over here, only a few slots. So pretty good hunt in terms of that. We're going to take a look at the other replacements that we found for the other albums now. So here's all what we have going in the other albums. A lot of nicer examples that I found that are replacing some rusted up or worn ones of the newer dates. So we still have, as of now, no 2009 P or D. I did not find any 24s of the P or Ds in this box. I did find one 2025 Denver, so that's only the second one of those I find. I didn't keep any of them, but so there definitely are scarce. But we do have both of those. But all other boxes, I've been finding them, but not in this one. So that's what we have for that. So guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Didn't get the quarters like I said I would, that would have added to the hunt. Just got the nickels, but still a good box. It was kind of slow in the middle part, beginning to the middle, but we did get 3 buffalo nickels, one of which was an addition. It had to nick a date it, but that's to be expected, plus 2 other additions to the other album. So you got 3 additions. We got some Canadians for a potential album in the future. We got some harder to find dates. No Silver War nickels, or no 2009 P or D, no V nickels or anything, or even better, a V nickel that we need, but still can't complain. Pretty good box. I'm thinking for next time I'm going to try to get quarters. I'm probably not filming that hunt because, one, I try to film every other hunt because I just don't like doing it every other time, as I've explained in the past, every single time as I've explained in the past, because I got to make these videos, I got to edit it, and on top of the other videos I like to make and other things I'm doing. So this hunt's probably going to be strictly quarters. The thing is, if I do film quarter hunts, I like to supplement it with something else that I know is at least going to have a couple worthy finds in it, like nickels or quarters, or nickels or pennies. Because quarter boxes by themselves, they can be yay or nay, and they're usually nay, so I'll be doing that by myself probably with just quarters. That'll be the next hunt, so I'll update you if I get any finds on that, or it'll just be into the next hunt after that. But can't complain. We had the 2 other buffalo nickels. The one was an Ender, the 1920, and then we had the 1919 Philadelphia, which I'll probably be taking to my one friend at my Votech school, be giving those to him, and along with the 1940 San Francisco Jefferson nickel. Everything else I dumped, except for the 2 Canadians, keeping them 2 for future usage. Everything else got dumped, though, and the other replacements for the other albums. So that's not too bad of a box. A quick hunt for this Sunday. So that is going to be that for now. Continuing on the channel with World War II series. We're getting into the Battle of the Bulge here. We're going to be moving through that. And then after that, it's the home stretch, mopping up the last German resistance and finishing out the couple missions for Cold War with the Japanese in Okinawa. So that'll just like 15 or to 20 more missions we got, and that'll be wrapping up World War II series. And then we got my 250 subscriber special coming up. Maybe some other videos I'm thinking about making, and that is, and we got Tanner Fyock Out of Context, part 8, I believe, which I have ready, but it's going to be after World War II series. So we got a couple things coming up on the channel, but for now, that's going to be it. So we had a good nickel hunt, but that is going to be it for today's video.